and welcome back. I'm Brainerror, and today we are having a little vlog about something super exciting and really scary at the same time. So, as you all know, I've always said, and I've always been very proud to be part of this, is that I have Indonesian heritage. Or so I have been told all my life, that I have Indonesian heritage. I know you can't see it in me per se. I very much have the skin color and the eye color of my dad. But if you see my mom, she is very much dark-skinned, dark hair, dark eyes, and very much looks from people from that general region. And if you see my granddad, you can also see it in him. Now, my mom recently gave me another photo of her and her siblings. It's on Instagram if you want to see it, where she looks very, very different from her brothers and sisters, which makes it interesting to see how genetics work and what traits you get as a kid, because it's never certain. You don't know which way it's gonna go. And unfortunately, the blue eyes blonde hair gene is very strong, so that usually overpowers a lot of genes. And I was blessed with that. But yeah, I've always wondered whether the Indonesian thing was real or not, because my granddad always used to say that that was his heritage, that he was Indonesian, half Indonesian, I believe. But there's been a lot of confusion over the years, and unfortunately that side of the family is not very close, so nobody has contact with each other anymore. It's a long story. I've never been very close with my family. Both sides are very difficult. But the only person who knows the whole story, I believe, is my oldest aunt, whom I look like. The only one that I look like. And she got out of touch with the family a long time ago, so nobody knows. And my mom, who really wanted to know the answers, who wanted to find all the details out about where exactly in Indonesia. We think Sakabumi, because my granddad used to threaten that to the kids whenever they were misbehaving. He'd be like, "Behave or I'll send you to Sakabumi." And they always thought it was just a word, and then 2 years ago I found out by googling that it's actually a town just outside of Jakarta. And finding out about Sakabumi made it like a lot more real for me, having a place, you know, it's not just a word, it's not made up, it's actually a place. And it could very well be that that's where my granddad came from. There's a lot of stories and a lot of speculation and theories and God knows what else going on in that side of the family. Nobody really knows the answer. And the only one that really knows the story is my granddad, of course, but he didn't like talking about his life that much. That side of his life was very much a hush-hush type thing. So I'm not sure what traumatic events he's been through, of course, and nobody knows the answers for real. So I asked for my birthday to finally find the answers, or some of the answers, so we know where our roots are, because it is quite important to know where your roots are, I think. It doesn't really change who I am, it doesn't change how I see myself or how I value myself, but I think your roots are just something, it makes you feel like you belong somewhere. And I think that is a feeling that people have that will always be something important. Doesn't matter in what sense you want to belong, but you always want to belong somewhere. Yes, I really want to know the answer, and it would be great to know the answer, but if it's something that isn't what we expect, I don't know how I'm gonna react to that. I don't know how I'm gonna react to know that I've always believed I belong to somewhere, and then it getting taken away from me, you know? And I've been struggling with that side of the thing. And my mom, I just spoke to my mom earlier, and she was like, "Well, don't do it then." I was like, "Do you know how much these tests cost?" I have to do it now. And I will. which is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna be doing this test and show you guys. And I thought, what better way than to share this experience, and hopefully in like 1 or 2 weeks time I'll know what the answers are, and you can all join me in that adventure too and let you know what the details are of the results. So I got this kit. It's called Welcome to You 23andMe. And really funny, even though it's a company based in America, this kit came from Holland. It's meant to be. Also really funny enough, not that I totally believe in these things, but it is a very interesting coincidence, is that I dreamt about my granddad visiting me in my dreams about 2 days ago. For the first time ever in my entire life. I've never dreamt about him ever, and it was clear as day, like he was standing right next to me looking at me. And all I remember, I know he spoke to me a lot in the dream, but I don't remember that. But all I remember is that he wanted contact with me. He desperately wanted a connection. And I know that's probably my brain just processing the whole thing, but I just found it interesting. He was probably saying, don't do it, I lied. You know, Indonesian. So yeah, we're gonna do this kit. So what you do is, like, you have to spit in a tube and you send that, right? Hi! So it basically tells you, ooh la la, what do we have here? So it basically tells you how to do it and what the things are. So that's funnel, funnel lid, cap, tube, film line. Yeah. Ready, set, wait. Before you begin, please review this important information. Okay. So it's just indications for use, warnings and precautions, contents, limitations. So it says, the 23andMe PGS test can tell you if you have genetic variants associated with certain health conditions. The report does not diagnose any health conditions or provide medical advice. Consult with a healthcare professional before making any major lifestyle changes or if you have any concerns about your results. So yeah, it also tells me what I'm prone to be getting. Haha. So I can get the app in the Google Store, and then I need to register my kit. No food or drink for 30 minutes. Do not stop or change any course of treatment or medication prior to collecting. Okay. Fill to the line. Fill to the line. Close funnel lid. Screw on cap. Seal in bag. And then you post it. Ship in box. Let discovery begin. We close this. Am I sure? Yes. We close this. And it fills that up. I don't know if they want me to shake it, but I'm gonna. Delicious. And put it in the box. And hopefully in about 2 weeks, I think the latest, I'll get my results and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I am not nervous whatsoever. I am fine. Thank you so much, and keep your fingers crossed for me. Bye bye.